Alright, I've talked to you a lot about the 7 diatonic scale patterns and how they relate to modes and all that. I want to take this time to explore and delve into a little bit the difference between 2 very common patterns, the natural minor or Aeolian pattern and the Dorian pattern. And they're both very commonly used, and in fact in lesson 2 I'm going to show you how the Dorian pattern is sometimes mixed in with the Mixolydian pattern or the Mixo blues thing I've talked to you about. Alright, there's always just a fret or 2 difference between one pattern and the next, but for whatever reason, one song uses Dorian and the next one uses natural minor, and the song after that uses Mixo blues, but it's got a Dorian note in it, and people mix and match things sometimes, and then after they do it for a while and they have a hit song, next thing you know, everybody's doing it and it becomes common practice. Alright? So, let's dig into very specifically the difference between natural minor and Dorian, because you will find it useful at times. Alright? Our natural minor scale in the key of A, B, C, D, E, F, natural, G, A. Okay, if I continue, I've got a B that I like to reach for there. Here's my E, F over here. Okay. Here's my natural minor scale. Okay. And there's that F natural note. The Dorian scale, the A Dorian in this case, is just going to change that F natural to an F sharp. And that's the only difference between natural minor and Dorian. Okay? Has to change it over here again. Okay? Now, why do we want to do this? Well, I'll tell you, there's part of the reason is because when people play rock and blues music, a lot of times they kind of cheat chord progressions. It should be a minor chord, but they end up playing a major chord. There's all kinds of things. There's all kinds of reasons. The Dorian scale in A gives us the advantage of being able to play in an A minor chord progression, in the key of A minor, but to use a D major chord, which happens very frequently in music. Okay? And so it's because that F note gets changed to F sharp, all of a sudden that D minor chord changes to a D major chord. Alright? So there's the reasoning behind why you might want to play a Dorian scale when you're on your 4 chord, your D chord. Okay? This note's going to work fine. That F note's going to work fine over the A chord, but if all of a sudden you go to a D major chord as your 4 chord, that F note is not going to work. You need your F sharp. Alright? So, you want to get used to sometimes hitting that F sharp. So, what are we doing? It's the 6th note of the scale. It's F if we're playing A natural minor, F sharp if we're playing A Dorian. Alright? You want to get used to that and get used to sometimes you're going to need, I know like I play a lot of Allman Brothers music, they're using that F natural, they're using the A natural minor pattern a lot of times. Okay? But a lot of other bands are going to end up using up that Dorian thing. Alright? How about if we try the Joe Satriani technique on practicing with this and just go back and forth for a minute. See how you can use that drone tone. I'm using an A drone tone, and I'm just going back and forth between the natural minor and the Dorian pattern to kind of drill in that flavor, as Satriani called it, into my ear and to hear it. Alright? Alright. Hopefully that'll help you understand the difference between A minor, natural minor, and A Dorian, just that one note. Alright?